Oh, fuck. Forgot to put myself on the fucking stream there. Damn. Well, I'm here now. Fucking safe. It is Mr. Always Had a Buzz of Everybody I wrote, and everybody want to know me like the Wi-Fi code, Kinel himself, with the KSC podcast. Now, if you listen in the audio version, that intro probably confused the shit out of you. But if you're in the video version, you would have just seen the trailer for my first video game. That is right. My first self-produced, didn't know a damn thing about how to do such things a couple of months ago. From scratch, learned how to do it, video game, which is called Your Last Christmas and is going to be released via my itch page, which I didn't have until yesterday, kinel.itch.io, on December the 18th. But subscribers to the KSC Patreon will be getting it early. Yeah, it's a PC game. It's one of those. It's only a little mini game, only a very, very short indeed. But, you know, it's my first little project. I'm going to be going into doing this as a bit more of a thing. I think it's a really good way that I can, like, tell stories with the facilities available to me. And so that's what I'm looking at doing. So we're going to be working on something very serious in the new year. Psychological horror game. More details as we go. In the meantime, the KSC Patreon, the podcast, still going to keep running as ever. So that's going to keep going. Been a bit more erratic with it, which has had a lot to do with this. But it's also going to be the Patreon for KSC games as well. So you're going to be getting little devlogs there, that kind of thing, because games developer now. Yeah. And I'll be putting up little early builds, little preview videos and things like that. You know, you're going to be able to get some quite unique shit. And I'm bundling that in with the regular Patreon. So Kinel Sinister Cinema, it's podcast, it's games, it's fucking everything, and it's all on the page. So yeah, hit that up if you want to support the boy in this new venture, or indeed the venture you are watching right now. But yes, it's December, literally only just as I'm recording today. It's December 2023, the first of, and Spotify just dropped their Wrapped already in November. I have a theory that Mariah Carey might be paying off Spotify to drop Spotify Wrapped 2 weeks early, because I'm sure it's normally closer to Christmas. You know, we got a whole month of the year left, because like people want to save their cool guy curation they've had going on all year, and in December they just want to bump All I Want for Christmas Is You non-stop, back to back, relentlessly, and you can't do that till after the Wraps dropped, because people don't want to know, because you don't want people knowing you'd be bumping Christmas songs, the same one over and over again 50 times in a day. But yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, so if it's good enough for Spotify, it's good enough for me, even though Mariah Carey isn't paying me off. So it's time for the KSC 2023 Wrapped. And of course, I am bringing in the legend that is Frankie Phraser. What you saying, my G?
Yes, bro. Glad to be back. We out here talking that fucking horror shit all day. Gassed. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, always a pleasure. Always ace having you on, man. Like we're doing plugs up front these days, like, so we should mention your Saurus battle, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely grab that Don't Flop Patreon. I'm hoping it will be out this January 1st. I'm thinking I might get that New Year's drop again. That'd be sick. But yeah, either way, it'll be out on YouTube in like a month or so, hopefully. And yeah, honestly, I can't believe it's in the past already. It's such a surreal feeling. Like, it's just like that happened and it was good. I'm very, very happy. I can't lie. Yeah.
Yo, that's it, man. That's like some fucking it's some icon shit. When you've got an icon showing up for an icon performance and you step up and do some iconic things, it's iconic.
That's it. I really don't have to do nothing else. Like, everything I've done for a while now, it's just been because I wanted to. And then I got New York this year and Saurus the same year. I'm kind of blessed, to be honest. See how it goes.
Yeah, man. Fearsome things. Fearsome things.
I don't really have anything else to plug other than that, man. Fuck everything else. That's it. Just watch that one when it comes out, and then yeah, follow my horror Instagram page. But that's me. I don't go too crazy with it these days. I just like having it for just to keep up to date with other stuff and follow along. But I try and drop a little thing here and there. I'll probably do something at Christmas. I don't post like loads. I've used the story more than anything. Just if I see something cool or a film that's coming out or I've just watched, I'll try and post about that. But I never do reviews or nothing really. I probably should. Maybe I'll do that in the future. But I never really thought to go into super in depth about it. And then you give me the option and the platform, so I'm happy to do it on here.
Yes, this is it. We want to know about Franco's 2023 year in horror.
I've got a load. I've basically written down everything I've watched that I can remember that I watched, whether I've seen it or not. So I've some of it isn't horror anymore. It started out just as horror, but then some of it's just, if I saw it, I wrote it down in this list. Because I always get fucking people being like, yo, have you seen anything recently? And my brain is gone. I'm like, I don't know. So I go and check the list and I'm like, oh yeah, I watched this a while ago. It was good. That'll do, yeah. And that's it. But yeah, I've got a load of mad ones that but yeah, 2023 itself, there's a few I went cinema for, like maybe like a handful, bit more than that banged. I think the coolest thing I did this year horror wise was I went and saw The Wicker Man at the Prince Charles.
Oh, you saw that, the big 4K restoration for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, and I'd never seen it. I'd only ever seen the Nicolas Cage one.
Yeah, did you realize it was a musical?
Bro, it's fucking mad, bro. It's such a good film though, the old one, man. It was fucking sick. I was gassed. I went and saw it. It was on a whim. I think I might have asked someone to go with me, and then I was probably not gonna, and then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, and it really did roll. Because in the summer I'm basically off.
Yeah.
With like coaching, because like there's no kids about because it's summer. So other than the odd little bit here and there, I had a lot of free time, so I was just like, fuck it, I may as well make use of this Prince Charles thing finally.
Yeah, man. Fucking hell, man. Where Marlowe had his premiere.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm still pissed I didn't even go to that. I should have fucking. I always fuck up at that time of year, man, because it's near my birthday, I think. Isn't it August, right?
Yeah, it's August bank holiday and all, man. Like fucking like
birthday, man. I just end up being like, yeah, I'll go, and then I fucking don't. I gotta sort it out.
Yeah, fucking. It was a bit of a funny one this year, like Fright Fest, because like I think there was like a bit of a weird feeling among the horror community in flipping 2023 in general, because like a lot of people like sort of generally agreed that 2022 was like an absolute fucking banner year for horror.
It was crazy.
And like fucking because like 2023 wasn't instantly like that, I think a lot of people thought, fucking.
I still feel like there was a good 5 or 10 mad ones that were really, really fire. I just guess they didn't have I don't feel like there was like one every week. Like last year, it felt like there was something new to go to quite regularly. Like there was always something new that was popping off. Maybe not every week, obviously, you know what I'm saying?
I think it was though towards the the end of the year. Like,
end, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it. Like, because I remember like fucking like Fright Fest 2022. There was like beer things that were bangers, and it was Shudder still sponsoring it. So like you were getting to see the new thing even when there wasn't a new thing popping in cinema. There was like a banger every week, and like there's been a lot of shit going on. Like because I think the writer's strike, the actor's strike had a bit of an
course, impact. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, that makes total sense, like, for sure.
Yeah. Fucking the actors' strike, meant that there was like no actors like coming to promote their shit at Fright Fest. It was a bit weird because normally
I didn't even consider it. That makes like total sense, and right on them. I'm glad they got their fucking just due. I'm sure it probably still ain't enough, but at least they got their settlement.
Yeah, I think it's like a lot to do with like rights that like fucking like if you're an extra or something it's in the contract that if you're in an extra with like certain Hollywood companies, they're allowed to just like fucking scan you and fucking use an AI you.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I see some clip of some show on like Disney or whatever.
Yeah.
A whole basketball audience are clapping. And then they zoomed in and it's just like some complete and utter cartoon. Oh, it's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, so fucking like you know, fucking so it means like extras can only like get 1 day of work ever, like. And
I was an extra as a kid a couple times on stuff. I would have been so pissed if they just stole my shit and I was only a kid. Like, imagine being a grown up and someone's trying to take your image rights, and then they're still not even trying to bread you up for it. Like, I'm sure some of these actors would be like, yeah, put me in every show ever if you're paying me. I don't give a fuck. But obviously, yeah, it's a joke, man. Fucking hate.
Yeah, man. Fucking absolute fuckeries. Like, what should we call it? Like, and there was quite fuck. I was gutted, man. Fucking like the what should we call it? Suitable Flesh was the first film.
Oh yeah, bro. I saw that. That. I gave that a go on a thing. Yeah, that's mad. That's mad. I like Joe Lynch, man. I used to listen to his podcast back in the day. Him and Adam Green, the movie Crips. That was one of my first like introductions to like that kind of like knowledge of horror, like that I didn't just sort of find out through watching. Like I found that podcast in early 2010s, maybe like 2013, something like that, 2014. Yeah, I found loads of like cool shit through them guys. So I give them a lot of ratings. And I always loved Mayhem. I thought Mayhem was the best Joe.
Yeah.
Everything about that was just 10-10 for me. And it came out right around the time as that Belko thing. So I felt like pissed for him because I think everyone just tried to connect it to that Belko thing, which was all right. But
yeah.
I
like the Belko experiment, but Mayhem is a lot of fun.
Yeah, bro. It was just fire, bro. The whole time you're just involved. It's very good fun. Yeah, no, I like that one. But Suitable Flesh was all right. It was just a bit strange.
Fucking like I felt they were like fucking trying to go for like 90s direct-to-video erotic thriller vibes.
It was very
like but they didn't have like quite enough tits.
Bro, what's that film that used to be on all the time when I was a kid? That was like the porn film that was on telly. Is it Emmanuel? Something like that. That's what, when you say anything like 90s erotic, because like my brain just remembers that fucking being on whatever channel. There's like Channel 5 or some shit.
Yeah, I think the old Channel 5 style erotic thrillers, man, I think that style's due a comeback. Like, I'm hearing people talk about, like, fucking, you know, there's a bit of value to erotic thrillers.
Well, like, there's a lot of discourse, which I fucking hate that term, about, like, sex in films anyway at the minute. And I just, like, bro, grow up, man. It doesn't affect me either way. Unless it's super mad and there's no need for it, I don't care. Right, history of violence.
You know what? I'm fucking cool. I'm cool with it if there's no need for it. Like,
no, I'm with you, but history of violence does not need that 69. Right, I've always
and it's an aggressive 69.
So much, bro. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who saw it because everyone bigs that film up, and I'm like, yeah, it's actually kind of fire. But what is that bit about? And there's there's like 3 other sex scenes, so it's not like I'm like, like I don't want to see that. It's just a bit of a mad scene. That's all I'm saying. Fucking, at least I'm not the only one who remembers that because it's been fucking killing me. I don't think I've spoke to anyone that actually knows what I'm on about when I bring that up. So yeah, my guy.
Yeah, it's a fucking mad one. But this is it. Like it's so much of this fucking Twitter discourse about like and it's because fucking like people have baby brain dickheads now, and like it's a lot of younger people and all, and like. They can't separate what's on screen from reality. Like.
Right. Yeah, like everyone was going, why are you making a film about Napoleon and Oppenheimer, bro? And it's like, because it happened.
Yeah.
It's because it's a thing that happened. And even if it didn't happen, it's a film that someone's just made.
Yeah, like fucking people can't seem to separate that like something problematic happening on a screen is like you know, because they say it like my point against this is if you're going to say like, oh, fucking, you know, people are being fucking exploited in this, fucking look into what happened to any child actor from the 80s, the 90s. They were all in fucking Disney shit and fucking children's films, all very fucking wholesome. Nothing on the camera that's problematic there. Well, apart from the 80s things.
But like, if you want to look up Charlie Sheen and fucking Corey Haim, go mad. Like, yeah, man. That shit's fucked up, bro. And then one of them still on the telly, kinda. Probably on like circulation, but yeah, no, I'm with you, man. Like, and also, bro, like, you can still have those like opinions on something. Like, you can watch something and be like, I don't like that guy's character because he's a piece of shit, and that you got a visceral reaction out of it. You can either say I'll never watch it again, or you will. It's fine, but you don't have to make it some. I don't know, something like you have to get it taken down or some shit. Like, come on, man. Yeah, grip. Sorry, I'm not being weird. I'm just trying to find someone's name to bring up something for you.
Yeah.
1 second. What's her name?
Like, fucking, this is it, man. Fucking, like, I feel like, what you call it, like, people are putting too much faith into discourse at a time when discourse has worse than it's ever been.
Right.
Like, Twitter is a fucking cesspit right now.
It's bad, bro. It's so bad. And I fucking love that app because it can be hilarious as shit. But
yeah,
Jesus. Right, so I just wanted to bring something up real quick. So I don't know this woman at all. But I think she was on your show, and I think that's how I found her page. So it's her Twitter Zobo with a shotgun.
Oh yeah, Zobo.
I just want to say shout out that person because about I don't know how long ago it was now, a few months ago. I don't know if you promoted her on the show or whatever the fuck, but on my horror page as a horror person, I'm gonna follow them. Didn't really think much of it, just saw horror, I'm gonna click. So they must have posted a story like straight after I followed them about this pizza place called like True
Romance.
And honestly, it couldn't have, like, I was so gassed. My girl's like the biggest True Romance fan, like, ever. She's like her favorite film ever. So I was able to like take her there as a surprise because I found out about that. And I have no real like reason to message this person and tell them thank you. But I thought I'd say it on the show because like it came through you as well, like secondhand. So shout out them and shout out that place because it fucking ruled. And I had the best day. So yeah. That was it.
Man, fucking, they're doing like monthly screenings with there now, isn't it? Like,
yeah. I see stuff come up now. I'll be following it. I see stuff like that come up. I should defo try to do something like that, man. I'm just terrible for going anywhere. Like, I'm a fucking, I'm a sad act, bro.
Yeah, fucking, but yeah, fucking, what's call it? I'll fucking tag you when they're doing stuff. Shout out the Ghouls Mag. We've had a lot of the Ghouls on the show, like. And fucking delighted to hear that their events are fucking banging. And yeah, man, fucking and shout out Mitch, man, from Soho Horror Festival. I believe they're doing something. They got this Soho. It was supposed to be this weekend. They do their like virtual one afterwards, but Mitch got his laptop stolen.
Oh fucking hell, man!
And the whole virtual festival and like most of the live festival runs off his laptop, man.
That's such a fucking killer, man.
Yeah,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Like fucking all the films that are screamed are like fucking like just on it, like so fucking like when you steal that festival, you steal when you steal that laptop, you steal the whole festival.
Like, the whole thing, yeah. It's not just someone's like not only is it just their fucking like their personal shit anyway, but you took out like a whole like whoever took that, they can't know that, right? Like that's fucked up, bro. What a snide. What a wrong one.
Yeah. So if you're out there and you got the laptop, fuck you. Return it. Be nice.
One car.
Yeah, but I understand that's going off anyway. But yeah, so 2023, like I say, like people are fucking like initially were a bit thing about it. Because what should we call it? We just come off like that like the fucking run from like shit that was premiering at Fright Fest to like fucking Barbarian dropping on
and all that.
Disney
Yeah, it
Plus.
was just massive.
Yeah, it was fucking like relentless. But like, so because like the start of the year wasn't that relentless, fucking people had a bit of a thing about it. But it's like looking at, like, I've got my letterboxd here on a screen too, which is the thing I have now because I'm a game developer. Is what should we call it? Like, there's been some fucking bangers this year.
So many. Like, it started with Megan. I thought that was quite sick. I quite enjoyed that. I thought it was fun. That was like the first one I saw this year that was like a new horror. And like, I think it was. I went into it with the expectation of this is not going to be like super for me, but I came out of it like, yo, they kind of killed that one, and I would definitely watch the next one, whenever that will be. So that was dope. What else have I got here? Some of these ain't all 2023. That's why I'm checking. Cocaine Bear was quite fun. That was good. I think everyone got a giggle out of that. There was a mad death. I'm trying to remember what one it was. I think there was like an ambulance scene, and there was like some fucked up death. I need to go and check that again because that was dark, bro. What else we got here? Shit. Oh yeah, like, Infinity Pool was kind of mad.
Yeah, fucking. Like on my highest rated films of the year, man. Like, I've only got 2 that are like 5 stars. But I've been having a new rule that like I'm not giving anything 5 stars first watch anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Maximum's 4.5. You got to have 2 watches before you can qualify for 5. And the only 2 are Infinity Pool and Thanksgiving.
I've not seen it yet. I want to see that.
Thanksgiving is banging, mate.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I've been the maddest Eli Roth fan, and then like his Instagram, like the last few months, just proper threw me off right before this film dropped, and I was like, man, I want to watch that. But then I also just never saw it on at my cinema, so I probably maybe it wasn't even on near me. But I'll definitely go see it. I'm gonna look it up and see if it's on anytime soon because I still want to fucking watch that. I know it's gonna be a bit of me. I also remember the short he did. I always remembered the short he did about like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Way back. So, and yeah, he's still a fucking legend. Like I still got I'm a huge fan of his stuff. So I know I'm gonna like that one, but I'm a bit behind on it.
Yeah, man. Fucking what should we call it? Like it was just like he hasn't done it retro or anything. He hasn't done it meta. It's just a straight up slasher by someone who knows the game.
Knows it, yeah, from day. Yeah, he's super involved. Yeah, that's dope. Has he ever done like a slasher before? I'm trying to think off the top of my head now.
Not a straight up slasher.
Yeah, yeah, that's sick. That's sick. Is it like Jallo style? Like you just see the gloves and shit?
It's got a bit of a whodunit element. It's not a clever whodunit element. You can probably pick it out, but it's fucking, it's fucking hard.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it's got Tim Dillon in it.
Oh shit, I ain't seen him about for a minute.
Yeah, fucking what should we call it? Like that. I think it's his first film appearance, and it was like funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right, so a couple I can see that come up that I'd forgot about. Not even so much that they were great or anything, but I went and saw Knock at the Cabin in the cinema. Now a lot of people don't like they're super anti M Night, like they just hate the guy forever. But one time someone said something and it's always stuck out for me, and I actually really fuck with it because there's a couple of his films I don't care about. There's a couple that I like, but I don't think anyone really in the game can make suspense happen like that guy. Like I feel like the whole time you watch his films, you're just like there's this creepy aura going on. No, he gets a tone that is really good, and I don't know many other people that can do that. So whether you like his shit or not, or the story or whatever, I still fuck with the fact that he can make a movie feel super anxious and like eerie the whole time you're watching it. So I give him a bit of credit for that. I didn't hate Knock at the Cabin. I thought it was quite good. It was better than the old and stuff. So fair enough for that. Was this year the same year that what was it? Yeah, was this the same year as what's it called? My guy, Ari Aster. What's it called again? Beau is Afraid.
Beau is Afraid, yeah.
That shit, bro, I fucking love that guy. He's a psychopath, and his brain makes mine feel weird, and I will always be front row the first day his shit drops. I thought that was fucking amazing. And again, another film where I'd seen the short for it years before. So when it said it was coming out, I was like, how the fuck is he gonna make this like a 3-hour film? And he did. And I watched it in the middle of the day. I came out and it was still bright out. And I remember just coming home and just being like, what the fuck just happened? I feel a bit mad. Took me a while to get past that one. Evil Dead Rise, I'd say, is my favorite.
Yeah, like people saying it ain't a bad year for horror. We had a new Scream, a new Evil Dead, and a new Saw.
Bro, remember we had the conversation last time. I did not like the last Scream. I loved this Scream. This Scream was exactly what I wanted from a Scream film. It was I thought like the one before just felt like a lot of like remember that.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was just, and it was brutal too. There was some mad deaths in this one, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fucking I really liked it for that reason. It felt like the last one was a transition into this one.
Now I like the one before a bit more in my head. Like I haven't gone back and watched it, but I'm like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
I'm getting why you had to do that to make this one. So
there was no member berries with the new one, and it was just banging. There was stuff like fucking that might be the most terrifying fucking kill for me of the year is the fucking when he's shaking the ladder.
Oh my god!
Fucking if you've been on one of those ladders when someone's shaking it.
I remember doing.
I can feel it now.
Point at the screen, which you rarely do, sat about anyway. But I remember being like, "No, please do not be doing this. This is foul, bro." Like super dark. Yeah, no, that one was banging. That's up there for me. I haven't got a list of like if I went through it, I'd say it's definitely one of my favorites of the year though, because it had all the elements of the Scream that I like, but yeah, it was fucking brutal too. So I give that. What was not good, and I wish I didn't watch it. And big up my girl. Go on the Needle Dead Instagram. She got a lot of horror accessories and all that. I know we've done the plugs already, but do not big her up for making me watch that Winnie the Pooh horror film, because that shit was the worst thing ever, and I couldn't even enjoy that on some like this is a bit of a wind up. It was just shit. Fuck that film and everyone that was involved in it, to be honest. But no, probably not everyone that was involved in it, to be fair.
Yeah, but like in a weird kind of a way, Winnie the Pooh fucking one is one of the things that like fucking I've had it sitting in my head for like all year, and like that was one of the things that sort of triggered it. Is that like fucking I need to make something, but what can I make?
Yes.
With my fucking with what I've got. Like, because I mean, like fucking, I've wanted to like make a film for years, but I don't know how to fucking make one. And like, so you either need loads of fucking time, which when you're shooting things you can't do, so you can fucking spend ages working it out, or you need the money to pay people who know what they're doing to sort of like bring the vision to life. Yeah,
is so much that goes involved, man. Like, I gotta give any of these filmmakers like so much credit, because I just be trying to write them, and I don't know how they would go from half a page to some of the stuff they put out. It's incredible, man. Like the people are really making like a dream come to life. Like if you're an athlete or something, you can make a dream come to life, I guess, by like being really, really good at like a sport and winning like a big sport thing. But like with movies, almost like you created that shit from your mind, like almost all of it. Sometimes literally every part of it wasn't stolen from anywhere. Like you just literally come up with that whole thing and made it available for everyone. That's crazy, man. And then they're the ones that hate it the most a lot of the time, because they can see all the errors in it. But that's just because they're tapped. And it's like us with battles. Like we come out that remember that bit when I stumbled for 1.1 seconds? And everyone's like, that was fine. And I'm like, but it felt like 10 years in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I can understand that. Do we get to mention The Last of Us, because that's horror? That's a show.
Man.
I thought they did really, really well with it. And that episode they did that was just super like about love, and that was mad, like in a good way. It was fucking brilliant. It was not something that was super in the game. I saw a lot of hate, like obviously because everyone fucking moans about everything. But I thought they did really well at making it something that you felt like deeply for, and not just that, so the whole show, whilst only really sporadically putting in some of the horror stuff, but the horror stuff was still dope. I thought the balance of it was real well, because I could probably tell my mum to watch that show because it's a good show, but she'd just be like zombies, or whatever the fuck, and I'd be like, no, genuinely, like you'd fuck because it's just really well done. So I liked that.
That is something like good that like having that episode in the show, like fucking like it fucking connected the humanity into the horror of the more explicit episodes.
It made everything feel more harsh after too. Like you didn't go, like, I bet before the episode even happened, most people watching it had like some connection to the characters, but by the end of the episode and then the one after, you're like super involved in these guys' lives now. Like it was great.
It was a British dude that directed that episode and all, like fucking like like I went on a date with on Bumble with like someone who works on Hollyoaks, and she used to work with him on fucking Brookside.
That's such a mad fucking sentence. I love all of that. Heavy Channel 4. Also, we haven't even mentioned it, but it's probably the best horror of the year.
Ooh.
It probably is, isn't it? You know what I'm going to say.
When Evil Lurks?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I was going to say Talk to Me.
Oh, fucking
Talk to Me was unbelievable. That shit scared the shit out of me. I loved it. That was great.
Yeah, man. Fucking, what should we call it? It's fucking incredible piece of work, man.
Man, bro, they knocked that shit out the park, bro.
Yeah.
That was a home run. And the acting, the footage. There's a bit in that. I'm not gonna spoil the whole movie, but there's a bit in that where this kid smashes his head off like a table, and it's up there with one of the grimmest things I've ever seen in the cinema. And yeah, that movie's terrifying in a good way. They did. When I saw the trailer, I remember feeling like the trailer looked good, but it had that element of like,
seen it before.
Yeah, wait, what is this? Like, but nah, they really killed that. That was dope. That was really
good. Fucking like it's like YouTuber guys in it that made it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some little. I haven't watched a lot of the previous for it. I only saw it in the cinema. I didn't even Google not much about it. I just saw the trailer a few months before. I knew I was gonna go check that because it did draw me in. It did draw. I love that sort of New Zealand Aussie horror. Like they usually always fucking smoke it. To be honest, they get it. They've got the tone of like that Americanized look, but then they've got that sort of humor like on a British level. I feel.
Yeah, I like that all the music was like Australian trap.
Yeah, yo, that bit at the beginning, that whole cold open, where he does himself with the fucking, that's crazy as well, bro.
They fucking what should we call it? From what I hear, like the guys who made it, they made a whole other found footage like prequel that leads up to that. That like they just made it and they're just sitting on it at the minute.
Oh yeah, I'm super involved.
Like, I haven't looked into their YouTube stuff much, but they're called like Raka Raka, and they used to do like scare prank videos.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
So like, I think it's interesting that they've like they brought that fucking like they've learned their trade.
They ran about with the camera and they got used to it all, and then they were like, okay, we're ready. That's what and that's to be your first film, man. It's gonna take some beating. To be honest, they're gonna be stuck with that brush for a little bit. They're gonna get tired of that a little bit, but.
And like the thing that really made it stick out for me was they had good, relatable, like young characters.
Yes.
Like fucking, like that is what would happen,
right? Like, a lot of those kids are like, I don't know what they like. Some of them are meant to be like 20, some of them are meant to be a bit younger than that, but they feel like the kids I meet, like they're not me. Like I'm older than them, so I'm out of that. But I can
Yeah.
that when I speak to like my cousin who's like 21, that's kind of how he acts, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how he talks sometimes. So I'm with it. They definitely. I don't feel like they got that
That's
wrong.
what people would do, isn't it? Like,
Right,
like if you could temporarily become possessed, it's going on fucking TikTok.
yes, no doubt. Everyone would be like, yeah, no, that they killed that film. What else
Yeah.
did I see this year?
There's another one on a similar vibe that I saw at Fright Fest. I don't know if it's fucking out yet, but fucking hang on, I'm just running through me reviews for the year here.
Whilst you're finding it, I just want to say I watched Pope's Exorcist, and yeah, people ain't gonna like it, but Fat Russell Crowe's a good laugh. I'm with it. I fuck with Fat Russell Crowe.
Yeah, man. Fucking where are we? Fucking Jesus. Between rewatches, I rated 108 films 4 stars this year.
Jeez.
There's a lot of rewatch. Oh yeah, It Lives Inside. That's a very good one.
I haven't seen that. No, I don't even know if I've seen. Let me Google that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's out yet, but if you like Talk to Me, that's a very good one. This one's American.
Oh, you know what? I've seen the picture of that come up a lot, but I haven't actually. Yeah, the cover art. Yeah, okay, nice. I'll keep that in mind. Was it dope? Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite got a lot like it's got quite a lot like the Boogeyman came out this year, and I weren't too keen on it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I watched it with my girl. I didn't fuck with it at all. That weren't for me.
Because I'm just fucking sick of fucking sad white trauma family.
Yeah,
I don't need to see sad white trauma family anymore.
But if I wanted to watch a film like that, there's like 15 better ones too. Like it's not like they reinvented the wheel. At least when you watch something that's got a bit of an old, like we were saying about Talk to Me, like when you first see the trailer, you might be like, it's been done, but it hasn't. It hasn't been done. But like Cabin in the Woods, I bet when people saw the trailer for that, they're like, what the fuck? Don't do this to me. Then you see it and it's like completely new and original and like great or whatever. So yeah, that Boogeyman thing was just, I could have done that. And I'm not saying shitting on them, but like that's not a very hard story to do.
Yeah, like It Lives Inside. Is like it's this girl and like she's like American, a family are like from India.
Is it a foreign film?
No, it's like, but it's got a lot of like Indian cultural influence in it, with like folklore and that kind of thing. And like, I learned some stuff about it, and it's like, it's a lot to do. Like the girl in it, like fucking, like she's kind of like struggling with her identity because she wants to like sort of be a bit more like her American mates, and her family want her to be like representing her heritage a bit more. So it's more of that rather than fucking sad white trauma family.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more fucking interesting, like, and it says some quite interesting stuff because, like normally when people would want to show like someone like feeling othered, it'd just be like someone like shouting some racial things at her, like, but it was like sort of showing like how she was made to feel like different because there'd be like girls in her class going, oh, like talking about like, oh, these fucking Indian clothes are like so cool and that like, you know, they're kind of like sort of fetishizing it almost.
Oh, that's that's a clever way of going about it. Instead of going to that side of it, you go that side of it. Yeah, that's clever, man, for real. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on the list. I've got something for you. So I feel like anyone that be watching something you do, like I feel like you've seen them, but I'll find out. There's a movie called Last Shift.
Ah, yes.
And then this year, the director remade it where he had like more money and added more to the story, and it's called Malum.
Yeah, I haven't seen Malum yet.
I watched it.
You like Last Shift?
Yeah, Last Shift is I watched that this year too. I watched it earlier in the year, and then I watched Malum a few weeks ago. And I will just say that, like, if one of them's the scariest film I've seen in a long time, I can't pick which one. They both scared the fuck out of me, and I rarely go out, as much as I'm a horror fan, I rarely say that about a lot of horrors. I just quite like the aesthetic or like this story or that story, but them films genuinely are fucking scary films, bro. And this guy knows how to do it. He's got something. I'm gonna find his name real quick because I want to big it up. But yeah, what they did with Malum, you've seen it. You'll know like certain bits are coming, but they've just added all the lore to it. So all the stuff that he basically was only able to throw in tidbits before, he's able to do like cut scenes of when that happened and jump cut to this bit. He's called Anthony Di Blasi. Anthony Di Blasi. And that shit was great. That's my kind of horror too. Like if you're gonna do that kind of thing where it's kind of not so much possession, but that kind of other world, other realm thing, that's how you do it, to be honest. That shit was scary. And Last Shift, if you haven't seen that, I'd suggest to watch it first, but it doesn't really matter. But they're both great in their own world, even though they're connected because they're the same sort of thing. Yeah, sort of like, I guess it'd be like Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, no? I don't know. In some ways.
Maybe fucking like I'm bumping that back onto my like I need to watch this rapid list.
Yeah, bro, it gave me the fear, bro. I can't lie. That shit that creeped me out. Hey, this isn't from 2023, but I watched it this year, and I was super late to the party with it. But have you seen The Night House?
Fucking, is it on Disney or something?
Yeah, it's on Disney, bruv.
Fucking, I've slept on that one, man.
Bruv. That shit's taps, bro. That's creepy as fuck. I went into it again with like some every time I saw the trailer for it, whatever, man. But I did that with a lot of films I like, bro. Babadook, I didn't watch that until last year. I was just like, man, whatever, bro. But that shit's fucked. That's the sort of level we're talking. If you're trying to creep me out, it's got to be like that, man. Oh yeah, we haven't even spoke about Saw.
Yeah, man, fucking.
There's some mad shit this year still. There's still some mad shit this year. I thought they killed that too. It was much better than last few, for real.
That was a banging Saw film, like.
Hey, that's a proper Saw film right there. That felt like the 06 level shit, like back then. But how long that franchise is though, because I remember watching a Pirate of 3 with my cousin at like 1 in the morning. And that would have been like 06 or something, because I lived there then. So I don't know what year that came out. It might be slightly off, but I feel like it is.
Yeah, man. Fucking, what should we call it? A lot of time for Saw. We got that. We got a whole last Saw episode with Gas Buff and what should we call it? Harry from Ghouls Mag. So
get on it.
Yeah, man. Fucking I'll
come up. The main ones I think I've touched on, the ones I can actually see. There's probably a few others that I've forgotten, but yeah.
I'll throw in a couple of like my deep cuts of the year at this point.
I'm gonna write some of them down actually whilst you're telling me. So wait, Evil Lurks, I really need to see. I've heard a lot about it. And then what was the other one you said? It Lives Inside.
Yeah. Fucking yeah, Where Evil Lurks is fucking it's the hardest film of the year. Like it's probably this year.
I'm so in. I'm so in.
Yeah, it's what should we call it? It's Argentinian. It's the guy who did a film called Terrified, not Terrifier, Terrified. Like that's on Shudder, like, and like it's one of those ones that people go, oh shit, I remember that one because fucking there's fuck all on UK Shudder and
yeah, it's like poor, innit, man. I always buy it and then I end up paying 4 months worth of it, and then I take it off my shit because I've watched like 4 films.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a good. Other things that I've seen this year, mad Korean one that's well worth fucking inspecting is Project Wolf Hunting.
That's a hard name.
Yeah, man.
That's a hard name, bro.
Yeah, fucking. I've seen people describe it as like I'm just looking at the letterbox for it now. Sort of Con Air meets Resident Evil.
I'm all in, to be honest. Yeah, that's definitely getting a watch.
Yeah, it's a bunch of cargo ships on it's a bunch of convicts on a cargo ship, and like fucking.
We need more of those kind of mad horrors where they're like in space and shit, but not because it's an alien movie so much as it's just that's where they are.
Yeah, man, it's fucking like it, but they're isolated and
Yeah.
But
Also,
like
some of the
people on the ship are hard bastards.
Yes, yes. Come on. I did all the Friday the 13th this year, by the way. Well, I think I started from like 4 because I'd already watched a couple of them with my girl before, and she'd never seen any of the rest. So I had her watch them all in a row, like a few weeks, maybe in October. I think we watched one every other day in October. And obviously, I've always bigged up the Manhattan one, even though people hate it. That's my one. I love it.
Yeah.
It just is. But I feel like we never really spoke about this. But if we have, it's that you're the only person I know that finds it hilarious like me. In 10 or not 10, sorry, in 9, fucking Jason Goes to Hell. The guy just breaks man's fingers for no reason, and he does it 3 times in the cells. He's like, I'll tell you where he is for a price. And he's like, what's the price? And he's like, give me your hand. Just snaps his fingers. And then 2 minutes goes by and he's like, now if you want to know where she is though. And it's like, who wrote it, bro?
Yeah, you fucking taking the piss him.
It's like forever.
Like fucking considering he's been fucking pursued, considering fucking Creighton Duke, who is a great character.
Yeah, he's fucking, a badass, bro.
Yeah, considering he's been what should I call it? Pursuing fucking Jason fucking Voorhees for years, like he's not that helpful. Like, right, after Jason Voorhees.
It though,
do you know what will give you a much better chance against Jason fucking Voorhees, the unkillable killer? Is if I break fingers on your good hand now.
It's so funny to me, bro. I need to find out who wrote that scene because like there's no I don't feel like one person wrote that film because there's all sorts going on. I feel like 6 man wrote that and it just came together like the Bible.
Yeah, fucking other deep cuts from this year. I saw Sadako DX.
No idea.
Fucking like what's it called? That's the latest Ring film over in Japan, and like they just said fuck it and gone comedy horror with this one. Like and like fucking Sadako is like she's been down the well for like fucking 30 years now. She's fucking bored. She's in her viral shitpost era.
Yes. All right, that sounds hard.
Yeah, so basically it's like viral shitpost Ring.
That is very much a deep cut.
I also saw what should we call it? Dr. Jekyll, The Return of Hammer Horror with Susie Ezzy Izzard.
Whoa. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah, man. Fucking what should we call it? I believe it had a limited cinema release.
Oh, but, I don't think I saw anything about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, fucking like well, I saw it at Fright Fest, and like while I was there, like fucking the director comes out like he goes to introduce it. He goes, "I'll tell you who's fucking introducing it. I'll tell you who's putting the film out after the film because I'm waiting on a phone call." Like, because like fucking like Hammer Horror, like the deal to like buy it was happening like while we were watching the film.
That's so crazy. That is a lot.
Yeah, man. Fucking but that's quite a fucking fun film. Like it's like a modern day thing. And like Izzard plays this woman who's like fucking Dr. something Jekyll. It's like modern day. So and like fucking yeah, she's got a bit of a fucking like disability issues. So she needs like a lad to help around the house.
Yeah.
And it's this like young lad who's like fucking he's got out of prison like not so long ago. He's sorting his life out. And like
that sounds kind of mad, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. But yeah, man, fucking so I definitely recommend that one. Fucking, and yeah, I've been doing a lot of old stuff rewatching, but there's some of my favorite, more off the beaten path picks for this year. And Shin Kamen Rider also, which is fucking, it's Kamen Rider's like, you know, like the Japanese show that they cut up to make Power Rangers.
Okay.
They had another one of them, like called Kamen Rider, which means mass rider. And it's like just a dude who's like fucking wearing insect shit and he's on a motorbike. But you know, like they did like Shin Godzilla and Shin Ultraman.
Right, yeah.
They did that for him, and it's just like a really bloody violent Power Rangers with motorbikes.
Actually, while I've got you, so you know about Godzilla and shit, right? What is this film that's coming out? Is it a number 2 or something?
Godzilla -1. I got my ticket booked for it next week at the Chester Picture House. We've got a cinema 10 minutes walk from my house now.
Let's go. What is that like a Japanese new version of Godzilla? I've had no idea. I've just seen a couple tweets about it.
Yeah, like because they did the Shin Godzilla a bit back, and this Godzilla -1 is like fucking. It's like reboot back to the what should we call it, back to the old school Godzilla, like, and it's like fucking it's a Japan that's still a bit fucked after America dropped some bombs on them and shit.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, same year as Oppenheimer, that like film coming out. That's mad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fucking hell. All right, I'm gonna check that out. That's next week. It's out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
What have we got to look forward to in this last month we're in now? Then what else is out?
To look forward to. I've just pulled up Shudder, but I got on the American Shudder. I think it might be on the UK Shudder as well. We got a Christmas horror movie that I've been hearing good things about, called It's a Wonderful Knife.
I've seen the name of that. Yeah, I've seen the name of that. Yeah. Okay. That's
man. That's
what was
upcoming.
the Christmas one last year? Was with my man from Stranger Things, Hopper. What's his name again?
Yeah, Violent Night.
Yeah, that was quite fun. That was a good laugh. Wasn't that crazy? That was fun.
Yeah, what should we call it? I think there's like it's an action movie thing, but I'll be on it. Like,
yeah, it's got that sort of Die Hardy element in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's another Christmas action movie coming out very soon called Silent Night. It's directed by John Woo. He's got a new film coming out, and it's a Christmas action movie.
Oh, what the fuck? That's got to be banging. There's no way it's not going to be banging.
Yeah, and it's out today.
Oh, I'm all over that. I'm going to find that. Let me write that down now, or I forget.
On Christmas Eve, a man witnesses the death of his young son when his boy gets caught in the crossfire between warring gangs. Recovering from a wound that cost him his voice, he soon embarks on a bloody and grueling quest to punish those responsible.
Yes, please. I'm all in on that. Yes, please, bro.
John Woo just coming back out of nowhere to just drop some fucking...
Yeah, the only thing that's coming up is the one you said, Silent Knife, or It's a Wonderful Knife.
Yeah, Silent Night 2023. If you put that in Google, that'll come up.
Godzilla and a film called Lord of Misrule. They're the only ones that are coming up as December horror. There's got to be one or two, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's coming to Shudder. There's a couple things I watched this year for the first time that I'd never seen though. That I was super late to. I finally watched Videodrome. I've never seen Videodrome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking, I've been caning that because I bought the 4K.
I did the bar against Saurus for it. I was like, 3 men are gonna get this, but I'm putting it in because it's heat.
Yeah.
I finally watched Pearl because I'd seen X. I just had never seen Pearl. That was hard.
Pearl like it got released in the UK this year, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that was one of the things we were talking about when we was on last, it was like meant to be coming out before, and then they pushed it to like the start of the year or whatever. But it had been out for a minute in America, I think. So that's in there. What else did I check this year? Finally watched From Beyond and Hell House. I've never seen Hell House either. I was super late to that. I saw. Oh, that's another film. I don't really think it's a horror, but there was a film with Nicolas Cage that came out this year called Sympathy for the Devil. More of a thriller.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
That's right. It was quite. He's just a psycho, like as you would expect, and he basically takes this guy hostage as he's about to go watch. Like this other guy is about to go like see his girl give birth, and he's like on it. He's literally sat in the car park, and Nicolas Cage rolls up to him and pulls a gun out, and he's like, drive. So they drive for ages, and for the time he's just telling him, he's like, you used to live in Boston, you know who I am. And this guy is like no selling him for like the whole film, and end up like going through a lot of mad shit happens, basically. But there's some deaths and shit in it, there's some blood in it, but it might be more of a thriller than an actual horror movie, but it was alright. It was a bit of fun.
Yeah, I believe that had its UK premiere at Fright Fest.
Okay, yeah. I think that's what made me check it. I think I watched the trailers when you sent me the trailers.
Yeah.
What else did I check this? I finally watched The Wailing. Fuck me.
Oh, fucking hell, that's hard.
I want to add as well, I watched it on a day where I was going through like a real mad head day, and I didn't know why. And then I finished it, and I was like, I should not have watched this today, because it just made me feel like fucking shit. But it was great. Like I have now I've had time to process it. That shit was fucked up.
That's fucking like most of what my watching has been this year. Like, so I've been getting back into like collecting the old like Tartan Asia Extreme ones.
Oh, sick, yeah.
Yeah, and I fucking like got like a big fucking box of them. Off shout out Alternative, shout out Danny. Fucking he's given me some insane beats to write to, which I'm hopefully going to crack on with pretty soon. Yeah. And so I've been watching a lot of that, and just like old psychological horror stuff. Like I rewatched Jacob's Ladder 3 times since the summer.
I've been trying to go back to that. I've only ever seen that once, and it's fucking mad. And it still sticks with me, but I haven't ever watched it again. But it's one of them I know it's sort of in the cut. Like I know I'm gonna check it again, and I know I'm gonna fuck with it. I might get a blue of it or something.
Yeah, man. Fucking, I picked up the blue. Like it's fucking on Optimum, so it's pretty like decent price. Like because it's been, but like fucking something I've been getting. Like I say, like I've been getting into like the game design thing. My little Christmas like horror game that I put out is like it's a very short game. It's just a thing like just me learning how to make games. But like now I know what I can do. Like fucking I'm gonna be I'm gonna write some.
Excited.
I am, man. I am.
Good.
Like people, it's a very short game and it's very fucking silly.
Everyone's just going to be gassed to give it a pop, and you get to learn something new and then take it on to whatever you're doing next, man.
Yeah, but like I've got the shit looking nice.
Like, you're not dropping Red Dead 2 the first time you make a game, bro. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. It's just about the getting used to it, innit? That's fine.
I've been playing. I was playing like loads of psychological horror games, like just like a $5 on Steam, and fucking like over the summer. I thought these are fucking fire, and they're all like that, and they're all like made by one guy. So that's what happened. Like fucking like I got into a YouTube hole going like, oh, this guy's making one. I wonder what's on his YouTube. Oh, there's a little tutorial there, and like, oh, fucking now it's linking other tutorials, and I'll download Unity. Fucking like, I've got a 600 quid computer, man. Yeah. But like, don't get me wrong, it's not off the shelf 600 quid. It's like fucking. I spent like weeks like, what's the best I can get for 600 quid?
Yeah.
But you've seen the trailer, man. The shit's looking pretty tasty.
It looks fucking good, man. That's a proper trailer right there. Like when you dropped it, I was like, fucking hell, this looks clean. Like, what was the original teaser thing was like a week ago, and then the one yesterday, bro, that was banging. That was banging. And then the little song edit in there, and that was hard. That was banging.
Yeah, but that's dropping December 18th. But now I know how to do it. It's like I'm going to start writing like a serious like psychological horror game now. Now I know what I can do and like what the limitations are. So I'm writing in that like, which is like, because like one thing I've always wanted to do is like fucking the reason why like Jacob's Ladder and shit like that like sort of resonates different with me is because I was in the coma in like 2007 and like fucking. It took me ages to sort of separate like what was in my head while I was in a coma from reality and shit. Like,
of course.
And like, there's things in like films like Jacob's Ladder that like, you know, it's like kind of relatable to me, even though it's this insane thing. And I've always wanted to like make something that expresses that. I've tried so many things over the years, like tried like writing stories, like just in paper format and like. You know, I get ideas for writing films, but I could never make them because, like, I need shit that I don't know how to do. But, like, I've just been working through this, and I think I can, like, tell a story along those lines with this, like.
Banging. That's so dope, man.
That's so dope. Like we were saying earlier, like, you know, you've got to know how to make these fucking films. And, like.
Yeah, that's what puts me off a lot of the time. I'll get halfway through writing a script, and then I'm like, well, A, I don't know if I know how to write scripts because I've not learned any of that either. And then B, it's like then there's a whole other world, and it just kind of gets really off-putting. I wrote 3 things this year. I've got about 60% of my actual film that I've been trying to write for a while done in the summer. But the main thing I did in the summer before. Because I wanted to go back to the film, so I left it for a bit, and I did the pilot of this horror show that I was doing, and it's 2 episodes, but it's basically one long episode to get into. If I wanted to write 4 more, I'd have a 6 episode series, and I know which way they would be going vaguely. Like because there's like it's one of those sitcom. I basically wanted to do Spaced meets Evil Dead.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I like that, like that sort of. I lived in a house where there's like 4 of us. There was like 2 girls, 2 boys, and shit. So like that kind of vibe. So I kind of know what that's like a bit.
Yeah, the fucking house share dynamic.
Yeah,
like instead of going to the cabin in the woods, you just with the people that you have to fucking live with anyway.
Right. Yeah. So I kind of went with that, like. And a lot of this, there's some bits in it that genuinely happened, mixed in with just like here's this horror shit that I thought of that was cool too. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like blended it a bit of both. But I sent it to. I've only ever sent it to a couple people, but 2 of them, it's literally they're in the episodes. Like it's that like when they're talking normally, I'm like that's how they talk, and anything else after that, I'm like this isn't you obviously, but this bit when you're just talking like to me, that's what's happening. And then, I thought they'd both hate it, and they both were like, "This is amazing. I want to read more." And I'm like, "Shit! If you guys like it, I might actually have to send this out then." But yeah, I was. They were always going to be my hardest critic, to be honest. I was like, "There's no way they're going to fuck with it." I'm basically writing them, but no, they liked it, so I must have done okay. I'm hyped for it. To be fair, I do want to carry on, so I'm going to send it about. If you want it, I'll send you it as well.
Yeah, man, defo, do that.
My guy.
Yeah. So we've stepped over the hour mark.
Oh yeah.
So I think our wraps can be wrapped up there.
Yeah. So, 23 was better than it seemed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, man. Fucking what should we call it? Like it feels like it's been a year of fucking crises for me, like.
Mm-hmm.
And like fucking like I've had a bunch of bad things happen, and like fucking like I've been watching a lot of depressing shit as well. So and like so it feels like the year's had a bad tone, but when I'm looking back on it, it's like fucking hell, man.
Yeah, like, yeah, no doubt.
It's been all right. Sometimes you can get so caught up in the stress of the day to day. You can completely miss that you're living through a pretty good time.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we'll do.
Thank you for having me, mate. I'm always excited to be on. I like talking horror. I don't really talk to many people about it, so I get to save it all up when I come on here. And if you want to do another one soon where it's more in depth on something specific or whatever, I'd love that as well.
Yeah, fucking. I think what you call it in the new year. I think it's time for the fucking Friday franchise deep dive.
Yeah, I'm in that.
Yeah. I did the Saw one with what should we call it, with Gast and Harry, like, so maybe I'll bring someone else in for that. We'll have a little freeway and
that way I don't have to remember everything, but we can all jump in different spots.
Yeah. Well,
I'll just tell you all now, when this comes out, I will tell this finger breaking story again because it's that funny and it will always be funny to me. So just forget it because it's coming back.
Yeah. Well, we'll aim for that for January then. Like, we'll get that in there. Cool. Okay. Well, this has been Sinister Cinema. Be sure to check out Hal Fraser on your Insta. Fucking keep an eye out for Saurus and versus Big Franco on Patreon right now or YouTube fairly soon. Follow me on the socials at Sinister_Cinema on your Sinister_Cinema on your Twitter. Kinel on Blue Sky. Kinel.itch.io is where I will be releasing Your Last Christmas very, very soon. And patreon.com/Kinel Sinister Cinema if you want to support me on this journey to put out, because I'm going to be spending a long time on putting together something very serious, and hopefully I'm going to be bringing it to consoles too, like I said, I made my first game on a £600 computer just on my own, but I'm going to be going a bit deeper with this, and fucking my money's probably going to be going into a bit of shit to be doing it. So if you want to support your boy, Patreon is the best way to do that.
There you go. Go get
involved. Yeah, this has been the KSC podcast. Safe. Peace.